Former Nigerian President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, known as Africa's foremost statesman and described in many quarters as a global ambassador of peace, an icon of democracy and symbol of hope, turned 66 years this Monday, November 20th, 2023. On today's Focus, Clearview News Desk correspondent takes us through his antecedents till date. The report.
Former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is a zoologist by profession and a politician by inclination. He was born on November 20th, 1957 in Otuoke of the Ijaw ethnic group and raised in the region of the Niger Delta, which is now Bayelsa State. He attended Christian primary and secondary schools in the area and later attended the University of Port Harcourt, earning a bachelor's degree in zoology in 1981. Masters in Hydrobiology and Fisheries Biology in 1985. He further obtained a PhD in Zoology in 1995. During his university education, he taught at Rivers State College of Education from 1983 until 1993. He then served as an assistant director at the Oil Mineral Producing Areas Development Commission, a now defunct government agency, from 1993 until 1998. Jonathan's political career began when he became involved with the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in late 1990s. In 1999, he was elected the running mate for Diepriye Alamesia, fondly called Alam by newsmen, who won the governorship election. They were re-elected in 2003, and Jonathan's diligence and loyalty to him earned him the recognition as Nigeria's most hard-working deputy governor. On 9th December 2005, he was sworn in as the governor of Bayelsa State upon the impeachment of Governor Diepriye by the Bayelsa State Assembly after being charged with money laundering in the UK. In 2007, he was further selected as the vice presidential running mate of the PDP's presidential candidate Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, which saw them both elected in April and inaugurated into office in May. His profile rose considerably in early 2010 when Yar'Adua's extended absence from the country for medical treatment. On February 9, 2010, Jonathan assumed full power and served as acting president until Yar'Adua was able to resume his duties. With Yar'Adua's return to Nigeria on February 24, 2010, it was announced that Jonathan would remain as acting president while Yar'Adua continued to recuperate. Following President Yar'Adua's demise on May 5, 2010, Goodluck Jonathan was sworn in as president, and he vowed to continue his involvement in the Niger Delta peace negotiations and declared his intentions to reform the country's electoral process as well as tackle corruption and deal with the country's energy problems. In the PDP's January 2011 primaries, Jonathan was elected to be the party's candidate for the presidency. His overwhelming victory showed that his candidacy had considerable support in the north as well as the south, even though it was a departure from the unofficial North-South rotation policy. He came victorious in the presidential election held on April 16, 2011, winning with about 59% of the vote, securing an outright victory. Reforming Nigeria's electoral process had been one of Jonathan's goals, and international observers praised his election as being largely transparent, free, and fair. Jonathan's first full term as president was dominated by an insurgency, primarily in the northeast, led by the Islamic militant group Boko Haram. Boko Haram's acts of terror escalated during his administration, despite the government taking such action as declaring states of emergency in the areas most affected and attempting mediation. The group's violence continued unabated. In the 2015 presidential election, he lost to the former military head of state, General Muhammadu Buhari, and was the first incumbent president in Nigeria's history to concede defeat in an election and congratulated the new president. Jonathan, while in office, was a member of the National Defense Council, Federal Executive Council, and chairman of the National Economic Council. Under his administration, over $454 billion from oil revenue accrued to the country, rebased its gross domestic product for the first time in over a decade, becoming the largest economy in Africa. He revived the comatose railway system of transportation in the country, remodeled, beautification and standardization of airports across the country, establishment of 9 federal universities across the country in states which previously had no federal degree institutions, transformation of agricultural sector, amongst others. After his presidency in 2019, he was named chairperson of the International Summit Council for Peace and appointed as special envoy of West Africa states to lead mediation talks during the 2020 Malian protest. Also, promoting peace and supporting efforts towards consolidating democracy in Africa. Goodluck Jonathan is married to Dame Patience Jonathan and they have 2 kids. Clearview News Desk wishes him the best as he clocks this new age.